We'll be from out the flood, I'm telling you, baby.
For real.
Won't be that short bones and drive your young mind crazy.
Keep chasing that same old devil down the same old dead highway.
Welcome to The Feed, hosted by Allegiant Calls. Remember, it's all about the sound. This episode brought to you by Dakota Decoys, Migrant Ammunition, Bush Rat, and Gator Waders. Confidence in every step.
Pepper, kill it, Pepper. Good job. That's how you call it. Woo!
All right, and welcome to The Feed, guys, brought to you by Allegiant Calls, where we're all about the sound. Stacy's here beside me again. Wonderful. He looks forward to getting to sit beside me all the time. That's his favorite thing to do.
He's full of it today.
I'm on it today, man. It's rained for the past 4 weeks. I need some relief somewhere. So
no, we're in this hot shop again today, and I'm about to lose my mind. I've been in here all afternoon. So we got this makeshift air conditioner rolling today. So hopefully it don't interfere with the
it'd be all right. That's good. So before we get started, guys, you know how we do. We're going to roll through everybody that helps make this happen. Of course, Allegiant Calls. It's all about the sound. Guys, I don't know when Stacy's going to let me release anything, but there's a bunch of stuff coming real soon. Maybe the next podcast, we'll see if we're.
Yeah, we haven't been posting a lot to our social media. I've been working really hard at producing some new products, some that retail has been wanting, and also just something on the cut down side that we've been working on pretty hard.
I got to play with it like 30 seconds ago, so I'm good with it. Guys, Migra, of course, it's what we shoot. It kills ducks. You can't fuss with it.
I was not a 20 gauge guy until I tried out that Migra 20 gauge load. And
my 12's gonna go up unless, I still got to shoot my geese. And a 20 will kill them, but for just goose hunting, I'll take a 12. Other than that, I'm shooting 20.
Well, when you shoot like Kendall, you may need a 12.
I need the extra pellets. I need every extra pellet I can get. So we'll take that. Dakota Decoys. Let's talk about duck decoys.
Yeah.
Guys, those full bodies, if you're shooting specs and they're late in the season and those things are as smart as just about anything out there and you need that extra, those full bodies they're nice, guys.
Yeah, we run the fully flocked specs. I don't think you have to have those, to be honest with you. They're realistic. Just there's a lot of good decoys on the market, but our choice is Dakota Decoys. Not only that, but the people that are behind that brand, Bill and his crew, they're exceptional, and it's hard not to support them. They're just good people.
And if you're wondering, if you're hunting Arkansas, Mississippi, the mud is not as bad on that fully flocked as what you would think it is. It sticks some, but it's not. It doesn't just fill up with mud and become unusable. It washes off real easy. Yeah. So it's not the end of the world if you get some mud on them like you might think.
Yeah. Decoys are only going to last as long as you take care of them, no matter what brand. So
who's next? I'll let you introduce this one.
Gator Waders.
Gator Waders.
Yep. We've been running Gator Waders for a while now. They have new products coming out, something that I think a lot of people are going to be interested in. We still run the insulated shield waders, the hip boots, but they even have, casual wear that are, to me, I love wearing my stuff out. So check it out, guys. Also, we have a discount code AC10. Use that AC10 code, get you 10% off on all Gator Wader stuff.
Used my hip boots last week. I put a bridge in and we had to put some rip wrap on the edges. And I'm not as good of a excavator operator as I need to be to place with it. So I had to get in the creek with my hip boots. So you can use
those hip boots are not uninsulated. So you can really use them year round. Coon hunters.
I was wishing they were snake proof.
Yeah.
But other than that, we're good to go. Bush rat.
Man. Yeah, Drew down at Bush Rat. They're made right here in Alabama, South Alabama. He's always coming up with new products. He's always shooting me a text. Hey, what do you think about this? So his mind is constantly on how he can help not only just duck hunters, but people that farm and ranch down here. There's all kind of attachments that he's come out with. He's got front racks. He's got Yeti buckets. He's got chainsaw holders, gas tank holders. I mean, he makes his racks for units that work. And that's what we have. We have Can-Am. And we cannot express how grateful we are for that.
Gandy disappeared.
For the bush racks.
Yeah. And last, there he is. Foul play, guys. Check Zach out, Centerville, Alabama. You can ship to him. You can drop them off. he'll take care of you good amount as you're gonna get. And
yeah, Zach, great guy. I'm eager to get my ducks back. If so, when
Yep.
we do, we're going to have him here, and we got some greenheads being mounted in a special
so
way.
closer to season, guys, we're gonna get with him, and it's a question a lot of people have. He's gonna do a whole podcast. We'll probably talk about fishing, but
Yeah.
other than that, he's gonna do basically a podcast on how to care for your ducks to get them to him, so you get the best mount.
And he's a duck hunter, so
Yeah.
when you tell him, hey, I want it this way, this specific look, he's probably going to know exactly what you mean, and that is so important to me.
That's right.
I don't want to have to explain myself over and over to taxidermists of what I want.
That's
he
right.
can see a picture of it, and in his mind, he may have a better way.
That's right.
Yeah,
So check him out. So that's everybody that brings it to you. But now for the guests that you've all been waiting for, you're not waiting on us two ugly rascals. Now we got Gandy Stubblefield, my man from Texas. Go ahead, introduce
Southern
yourself.
Wing Shooters.
Southern Wing Shooters. Check
the
him
man's
out.
got it going on.
That's right.
And we're gonna let him do a self introduction. But before he does that, I want to just talk about just what he's done for Allegiant Cause. You know, early in I guess, the beginning of this, Gandy, when we first came out, you know, you reached out to us and we got to talking back and forth. And man, what a relationship that we've built along the way. And I just want to say personally how grateful I am to have someone like you guys, just a group of guys that are like us that kill ducks and use our products, support us. You've done nothing but that, and I'm grateful for it, and can't say thank you enough. So there you go,
man.
Stubblefield.
Man, that was a pretty good introduction. No, likewise. We kind of, I was before while y'all were talking, I was thinking, I was like, man, how did me and Stacy even get to meet? But I think, yeah, we just both kind of reached out, both getting started around the same time. But what, 5-6 years ago? Was that when it was? 4, 5, 6 years?
I think you were a little ahead of me. This would be our 4th year, so you're there ahead of me.
Yeah, man, we were just you know, we didn't have a huge following on Instagram, which a lot of people think you got to have that to get started nowadays, and you got to have all the cool pictures, and you know, we didn't have all that, and we just kind of hit it off, you know, talking, and then you've been nothing but great with us. The guys love everything. My personal favorite's that MP9, but I'm not, you know, the greatest caller in the world, so the easier the better for old Gandy. But likewise, man, we've been blessed and love supporting you because you support us, and looking forward to the future too.
That's awesome, man. Thank you. I look back on our on your Instagram page. I'll tell you how fresh and new I was to this. I didn't know when you tried to share a reel with somebody, like you invited them, you always accepted it, posted to your page. And I was like, I just went through all that today, just looking at what he had on his page. I was like, man, I did that a lot.
Imagine that. Stacy's screwing up with technology. That's amazing.
So no, man, I appreciate it. Guys, if you haven't checked out Southern Wing Shooters stuff, check it out. I'm gonna let him talk more about it, but just everything they do that we've been associated with has just been top notch. And but anyway, Gandy, tell us a little bit more about, you know, Southern Wing Shooters. I guess how it originated. Why did you have this idea? And you know, tell us everything that y'all do, because I know personally that you guys do guided hunts and things like that. I'd love to get into that. I think Kendall has some questions for you, especially being out there in that Panhandle region. And so he gets fired up about that because he's been out there hunting several times.
That's my favorite place out there.
So anyway, tell us a little more how Southern Wing Shooters got started. What is it really? And go ahead.
Yeah, no, Southern Wings got started, honestly. Me and one of my best friends, guy I grew up with, hunting buddy since before we could walk. We were helping another guy up in Oklahoma, and our other partner, Brandon Easterling. I'm talking about Matt Johns is a buddy from mine from Lufkin I grew up with, and then Brandon Easterling's a buddy of mine, kind of from baseball, and we were helping a guy up in Oklahoma run some hunts, and Matt happened to be staying at our deer camp, which was in a little town called Seymour. Before we had clients coming in, we had clients coming in like 2 days, and we were helping that guy in Oklahoma. Well, Matt was staying at deer camp, and on his way up to Lawton, Oklahoma, he sees a group of widgeon in a field and we had 2 days till these clients got here, and we really couldn't find many birds in Lawton. Matt went and knocked on the farmer's door. The farmer couldn't have been a better person. He's our main farmer now. You know, a dear friend. His family's our. You know, we spend Christmas and New Year's together as families now. But he gave us a gold mine. You know, didn't really charge anything and let us hunt those widgeon, and it was bananas. That's how we got started in the North Texas part. SWS was a thing about a year before that, but that was mainly it was mainly an Instagram thing, and we were working for someone else, and you know, that didn't work out up there, and we were like, man, let's keep this thing going. That was about the time we found those widgeon in Seymour, and now, you know, we've grown to probably, we leased just over 50,000 acres, purchased a little bit of it, and we're working on a full-time lodge that we're working on right now, that on a piece of property that we own, and then we also lease other properties with 2 big lodges on it that customers can stay at. But yeah, we do a lot of duck hunting, geese hunting when they're down, and then in the off season and during hunting season, we also do thermal pig hunts, which those can get real fun. A lot of people from out of state love those because, you know, not everyone is fortunate, I guess you'd say, to have pigs.
Yeah. I look, fortunate, unfortunate, that's a fine line. But
yeah. Like, I mean, people drive or come from all over. That's our client wise, you know, we've had people come from all over the United States, and they just want to shoot pigs.
Man.
And the farmers in Seymour, you know, where we are, they love somebody that wants to come shoot pigs. So,
and I'm going to go back to, for everybody out west or anybody around here that don't know, all y'all guys think of these widgeon as like the last bird you want to shoot. You know, like, well, we got pintails and mallards, we'll finish out with a widgeon. It's cool to me that a widgeon shoot is what got y'all started. Like that's cool to me, because everybody out there,
yeah,
like, you know, we'll go out there and like, shoot. Yeah. Well, we'll shoot the widgeon when we're done. You know, we're going to shoot the mallards and the pintails first, and then we'll shoot widgeons when we're done. And widgeons is what got y'all started. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. And up there, I don't know, like up there, you know, South Oklahoma and North Texas, if late season widgeon in the wheat, that's about as much fun you can have with your pants on.
Widgeon is my favorite bird.
That is, and they don't act in Arkansas the way they do out there. When they say decoys out there, if they like it, you can kill them with the butt of your gun.
Yeah, exactly, man. When you got a little sheet water, those birds are flat out dumb for it. And then, you know, late season, it's not just widgeon out there. You know, sometimes those big ducks, you know, pintails, mallards, gadwalls, they'll stack up on those bends in those rivers, and you know, that those rivers out there aren't, that they might just be a little bit over your ankle, and you just find a sandbar where they're rafted up, and man, you can have a good time on that too. But we're going to be about 95% in a wheat field, maybe in a layout blind, maybe under some socks. But yeah, that's going to be mostly what you're going to do with us, especially late season once it gets cold and all those birds are down.
So Stacy's never got to do it. Tell him about laying in those socks when you are in the decoys. Tell him about laying.
That's my favorite, honestly. You know, the last couple of years, because you put a lot of socks out and do it right, and you get a drone in there and you look how good it looks, and you don't see anything. I mean, there's not because sometimes, you know, in a really green wheat field, you throw some layouts out there, and I mean, like, we spray paint them if we got layouts, we spray paint them. That's how green. Because I mean, you get some smart birds in there, and you got a bunch of different colored grass, like, you stick out. Like, you might not look at it, but you stick out. But you, especially on a dry wheat field, and you can get under those stalks, you can really disappear, and that's when they're landing on the butt of your gun. And man, they're coming, and they're dumb in those wheat fields, man, and I love it.
I remember the first time I had a lesser that was, I don't know, 10 feet above me, and I was like, he's looking into my soul, because he's just right there staring at you. And, you know, I'd never done it. There's like 5 geese that's finished, and there's hundreds behind them. And I was like, why can't we shoot them? Why can't we shoot them? And the guys are just laying there and they're still calling. And I was like, hey, there's geese right here. And before you know it, like a group's landed, and then you're in this next group. So any of y'all
Right.
that have never done it, when they've got geese out there, if you had the chance to go with them, it's something that every waterfowl hunter needs to see one time.
Yeah.
To me, I'm too scared. I like my ducks, but you can ask Stacy. We have specks, and geese are my favorite. But those lessers and stuff out there, man, those small geese.
Yeah.
When I know you said you have a love-hate relationship with them when we were texting earlier, but
oh yeah,
when they're doing it right, y'all need to go see Gandy and do that. That's something that you need to go see.
Yeah, we have a good time, and then it also makes hunting with big groups easier because with big groups, bunch of layouts, even even those layouts that Rig 'em Right makes that where they're low profile, that those can even stick out. But you can hide 15, 16 dudes under socks and throw that drone up there just to look, and man, like you disappear because you're literally under the decoys.
And for us in Arkansas, it'll spoil you. Man, we've got waders on and this and that. Man, I put my Carhartt bibs on and like my Gator Wader camp boots or, camp shoes, like your Hey Dudes, your camp shoes, whatever. You got in this dry field and you shoot your limit of geese. And it's like, hey, this is, other than putting out a million socks, like that's the worst part of it. Being on dry ground and in your Carhartt pants is great.
Oh yeah, well you get these clients that come and that like I'm very blessed to be able to do the way what we do, but some of these clients, this might be their one duck hunt of the year, their one weekend so they'll show up, man, and they're in brand new sicko waders they got from Santa, loaded up, and then they see me get out of the truck at the gas station and I'm in camouflage sweats and Nikes.
Yeah.
And they don't say much, and then we pull out to the field where all the guys are setting decoys, and they're like, you ain't gonna put any waders or boots on? And like, you can dribble a basketball out there, it's so hard.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, man, I told you we didn't need anything.
But if you've never been on one of those, you'll understand why Gandy is wearing Nikes, because you can have 4 good dogs and you still need 4 more people chasing geese.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with them widgeon, you gotta have a damn good dog. Like, like you said, you get a big group in there, drop 14 widgeon, and they're going everywhere. You don't have enough dogs. You got to have everyone go out there.
Yeah. So it's those Nikes, those Air Force Ones, is the J's. You gotta.
You can put them to work out there if it's dry. That's what I'll tell them. I'll be like, man, no, just. And the second day they'll be like, so what are you wearing tomorrow? And I'm like, sweats and a hoodie. But when it's wet, those wheat fields get nasty.
Yeah, it's like one extreme to the other out there.
Yeah, exactly. But and then whenever y'all come down, I hope we can find them on the river, because I think y'all would really like that, because it's a different river hunting than a normal river hunting. Like, you lean up on the side and that water's crystal clear, and you look around, it looks like you're on Mars.
Man, Stacy will be happy you feel like you're at Mulberry Creek again.
Yeah. Where I grew up hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you talk about that. Y'all got Southern wing shooters. Do y'all shoot sandhills and stuff too out there? Because that's something a lot of people look for, and I didn't know if that was something that y'all did or not, or chased them, or when they're there. Or...
Yeah. No, that's getting more and more popular. And the last couple of years, we've had a few groups. That's all they want to shoot. They want to shoot sandhills. That was so Cody Jinks came and hunted with us, and that was on his bucket list. He just wanted to have a sandhill hunt one day. But for the last 3 years, if we got them, we definitely mix them in, and we've tore them up a few times. Last year, for whatever reason, they weren't around our. Like, when we're scouting, we're not looking, just for sandhills out there. But if we got a group coming in that really wants to, we'll look. But 2 years prior, we late season, we mixed them in, at least, 1 or 2 a week. And then last year was a little slow. I think we only did four hunts. But a little to the west of us in Lubbock, there's a number of outfitters that are crane only.
Yeah, that's. I wonder if those things are starting to feel. When we first started going to Texas years ago, man, Crane, they're smart. Of course, they can see, they can hear, like they're super smart. But there wasn't much pressure on them. Nobody hunted with them. It seems like the last 7 to 8 years that's become the new thing. I wonder if that pressure is hurting them.
Yeah. Can you say that last part? Sorry, you broke up.
I wonder if the pressure, from everybody starting to hunt them was just hurting, what they do compared to years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Man, I think that it's just a little bit of, the last, this is my, I'm no bird scientist or nothing, but it hasn't gotten super duper cold for a long time. And we go to North Dakota and South Dakota every year. And, farmers that we've used every year, they're like, man, it'll be late December, like seeing cranes. We're still seeing a bunch of mallards, which, I mean, I don't think most of them are migrating, and the birds move.
Yeah, I got you.
Yes.
Okay.
For some reason, we just lost you.
It kicked us out, but we're back. So we're still recording. So we should be good to go.
This is East Texas service. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Oh, no, you're good. Well, our Wi-Fi was out the other week, so it never ends.
Yeah.
But so tell us a little bit about your previous career before you were hunting and before you went to school and that kind of thing. Because I know for us, it interests us, and I'm sure a lot of people that grow up in the South, like it's one of the sports you play. So I'll let you go into that. But
yeah, man. So I grew up always hunting, but I always played baseball. In East Texas, if you don't play football, you ain't playing any other sport. So played football in high school a little bit. That wasn't it. I'm not very fast, and started playing baseball. Went to Texas A&M for 4 years and did that. And then I played a semester after a redshirt senior year. I played a semester till Christmas at West Alabama and over Livingston.
Oh, really?
Livingston, Alabama. Yeah, we won the GSC that year and got a game from the national championship. Had some good times over there. Literally in Livingston, I didn't know, but Mossy Oak headquarters, like one of their ranches is literally like right across the highway.
Yeah, not far.
So did that, and then I was drafted by the Philadelphia Phillies in 15, I believe, and then I was in the Phillies organization, farm system from 15 to 19. I was hurt a lot of that, but yeah, had a little bit of a run at it, and but yeah, and then I've always hunted.
I got you. Pitcher, correct? Is that?
Yep. I was a pitcher. Started at A&M freshman, and a little bit of sophomore year I was starter, and then sophomore, junior, and then senior season was late inning guy to closer, and then in the Phillies organization I was closer.
I got you. How do you handle being a closer? Because that's got to be, if you're starting the game, you mentally prepare for it. Like, hey, this is my game. Let me get my headphones on. Let me just get in it. Like, if you're a closer, you don't know when your number's getting called. It might be today, it might be tomorrow. Like, you kind of know, but how do you sit out there in the bullpen just never knowing? That's got to be tough.
Man, yeah, but that's me though. Like when I was a starter, I was a Tuesday night starter freshman year at A&M, and I would beg my coach to just put me in the bullpen. Like I hated starting.
Really?
I never liked starting, and I don't know. I think it was because I had to think about it all day or all week, and knew, and I had a routine rather than like, all right, they tied the ball game up in the 8th. Like you better figure it out. Like, because you can ask all my teammates. Like during the game, if it'd be the 5th, 6th inning, and I'm in the bullpen messing around, I don't even know the dang score.
Yeah.
Like,
well, Gandy,
now I don't even watch baseball. Like I watch baseball when my buddies are playing, or I watch college baseball.
Yeah.
But like I really don't watch much baseball unless friends are playing. But yeah, like you can ask all my college teammates and professional that like, Gandy wasn't locked in until about the 8th or 9th. Like I didn't have my cleats on until the 7th. Like there was numerous times I'd be in the minor leagues. There'd be numerous times I'd be in the bullpen and they tell me to get warm, and I'd be like, damn, I forgot my cleats in the dugout until I'd have to run up there and grab my cleats. But that's me. Like I'm pretty laid back. I'm pretty laid back.
Yeah, I take you as one of those guys that just goes with the flow and just figures it out.
Yeah, just it is what it is. You can't go on the past. Like you can't do like what I tell. So I still give baseball lessons, and I tell all my kids, like, if they come to me and they had a rough weekend, but I always tell them, like, man, if you're a reliever and you come in with the bases loaded, you know, their dads will fill their heads, and these kids are like 8, 9, and they got all this pressure on them for no reason. And I tell them, I'm like, man, when I was in the minor leagues and I would come in bases loaded, bottom of the ninth, and I told them, like, you know what I'm thinking? And I'm thinking, if I give up a triple, ain't none of them runs go off me. So why am I gonna worry? Because in the book it's gonna say the starter got them runs. So that's just kind of how I look at things. You know, I'm pretty relaxed.
That probably helps with hunting because the man beside me right here will get himself so bent out of shape that he don't know which way's up. And I could, if the sun don't come up, I'm gonna go, dang, we need flashlights today. You know,
y'all two together, I'd probably have a fit.
You would need medicine by the time you were done. So
oh yeah, and that's a lot of you know, me, Matt Johns, and Brandon Easterling. We own Southern Wing, and you know, if we're up there helping the guys that, you know, run it for us, you know, the guides, Matt wants to know the decoy spread the night before. He's got it drawn out.
Yeah.
Well, we're pulling in the field, and you see the sun start coming up, especially if we're hunting widgeon. Matt will be like, well, what are we going to do? And I'm like, I don't know. We ain't there yet. Like, I don't know. Like,
That's
we're
right.
going to throw some socks in the ground and kill ducks. Like, I don't, like, quit worrying about it.
yeah, that's what I'm
But
like.
it evens us out, you know. It's good. It's good for us.
That's right. Stacy's like, what you want to do in the morning? I'm like, we're going to get in a Ranger and ride to a field. And when we get there, we'll figure out what we're going to do. Because the wind never blows the way the weatherman said. It's
no. And Matt, you know, Matt is me and Brandon, we're going to put our spread out. And then it's going to take a lot for us to change that spread. Matt, you could have a damn crow act weird over it. Matt's like, oh, we got to change spread right now. And I always tell him, I'm like, Matt, our grandpa used to tell us that they would paint black Coke bottles and leave them floating. Like, and they killed the crap out of them. Calm down. We're going to be all right.
Now I can't be still. So I'm bad about, I'll just move one decoy just because I'm like, let me get out there and change it and see if it's better. So I can't fuss about that. But now Stacy, he wants a plan like 4 days in advance. Like Wednesday night, he's calling like, hey, what you think about Friday morning? I think we're gonna be in Arkansas, maybe. You know?
Drives me crazy, man. I got to be detailed, you know. And the problem with it is, you know, I have 3 or 4 guys with me. I want everybody to shoot. I don't care, you know, what I.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being honest. As long as my dog can work a little bit and everybody has a good time, I am happy. And so I stress out about that. Like, if we were just right over here, we'd kill them, you know. So, and the golden.
Oh yeah.
You know,
a lot of what if or
Lucky Ducks out or pick them up.
Yeah, spinning wings out, spinning wings up. Like nobody can ever decide, are we using spinning wings or are we putting them up? We're going to start putting holders in all my blinds just for spinning wings.
Yeah, or if you need 6 mojos, or if you need 1, or if the mojo's flaring them, we all have our. Yeah. And if they ain't working, you test them all out.
Well, Gandy, you guys are in with Rig 'em Right, is that right?
Yeah, man. So I'm glad you asked. So Rig 'em Right's I'd say that's for sure. That's our number one. Matt Cagle over there, that's who owns Rig 'em Right. We got introduced to him really early, and they have treated us like their own. Matt's come out and deer hunted some a couple years ago, but man, Rig 'em Right, they, you know, we've had situations where we'll like get a trailer got in a truck wreck. We had like 20 clients coming in. They had us new sacks and new I just went blind that new blinds and new ghillie blankets for them in a day and a half at our camp.
Wow.
Which and we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
But that just shows like they knew the situation. Chris's wife runs the store and everything, and they've been, I can't say enough nice things about them.
That's awesome.
I don't use their blinds and things, but their decoy weights have always been
Right.
man.
See, that's how I knew him was decoy weights. Like whenever I met him, I was like, yeah, I've always seen rig 'em right like in Bass Pro Shops and decoy weights and everything. And then I had one of their like dog kennels, and it was good, but it was kind of a Christmas present that I didn't use. It was just always sat in the garage. But yeah, man, Matt's been awesome with us, and now they came out with decoys. I got to get me some.
Yeah, I didn't realize they came out with decoys. That's which
Right.
If it's not posted to social media here lately, I haven't seen it. Just been
Froze.
Froze up again.
I got you now.
Oh, there we go. All right, you're froze. Maybe you'll come back in a minute. We can hear you, so we're still good to go on that. But
the other question is, do y'all do early teal hunting out there, or is that more along the coast?
Say that again, Stacey.
Y'all doing any early teal hunting over there?
All right, we're back.
Man, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll make it work. See,
y'all sound good now.
Yeah,
y'all sound real good.
Yeah.
So the question was, are y'all doing any early teal hunting over there, or is that more on the coast?
This year, yeah. So we bought about 70 acres right in the middle of all the fields we lease. We built the impoundment on this year. Now we're able to flood that thicket that we cleared out, which spills off into the wheat field, which we own part of that as well. And so yeah, we're gonna run teal hunts this year. We're usually covered up there in teal, but we all like to bow hunt, so we're usually doing that. But this year, now that we got guys running it full time for us up there, yeah, we're gonna run some teal hunts this year. And books are filling up. Like, just so if anyone's looking to do it, books are dang near full. But we still got some. We got plenty of week hunts in November, and then yeah, January is almost full, but late December's got a few openings. But yeah, we've been very blessed, like I said earlier. But yes, we are doing teal hunts.
How do guys book hunts with you?
SouthernWingShooters.com. There's a link, just straight up SouthernWingShooters.com, and you can click and it just emails us, or Instagram. Matt Johns is handling the Instagram, and DMs. He responds very quickly on that, but we can book through that, or you can go through the website.
Are y'all taking a trip up north again this year?
Oh yeah. Every year, man, we take all the guys that work for us, and then a couple other buddies, and this will be number 9. This will be our 9th year.
That's awesome. I know I always get pictures of y'all's trips up there. It always looks like a good time. So.
Yeah. Man, it's a blast. It's the last 2 years is it's getting popular out there, which that's not cool, but it is what it is. I honestly like seeing new people out there as long as they respect everything. There's plenty of birds up there for everyone, but man, we have a really good time out there, and then when we get back, that's when we hit the ground running with clients.
Heard that. Well, we were talking the other day, and you mentioned it's summertime, so not very much hunting going on. You mentioned you're fishing. What lakes do you fish there where you're at? Because Texas lakes are famous. So
yeah, so luckily, so me and Matt are from a little town called Lufkin, East Texas, and it's on Sam Rayburn. I don't know if y'all have heard of Sam Rayburn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's on Sam Rayburn. So that's where we grew up. But then you got Toledo Bend, 20 minutes from that marina that we go out of. Right now, I live 10 minutes from Lake Conroe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm up here in Magnolia. So you got Lake Conroe, but yeah, I grew up fishing Toledo and fishing Sam.
Okay, you're spoiled. You don't even know. You don't even know what life is. If it's not 5 pounds, y'all don't even want it.
Yeah, I fished a tournament a couple months ago, and I got to finally fish Lake Fork for the first time.
Yeah.
Which that was my first time fishing a tournament with the slot rules.
Yeah.
I've never got used to. You catch a 7-pounder and that ain't it. You got to throw them back.
Yeah. I get the elites. They weigh. They do like MLF and weigh them and throw them back, so they can weigh whatever. But you watch that and it looks like easy. It looks easy, but that looks like a tough place to navigate and actually catch. What you catch is good, but it looks tough to fish.
You talking about Fort?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's tough. And if, a usual Texas summer, the lakes are down. Right now, we've been blessed with rain and everything is just overflowing. But, it's a stumpy lake. It was a big pine thicket before they flooded it.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, you can sit there. What on Fork, I'm not too good on the live scope stuff, but I mean, you can sit there and chase them. But them fish, they're not like it ain't as easy as people make it look.
No, it's not a magic fish catching box.
No, exactly. A lot of people think that about Lake Fork. Honestly, I'd send you right now. Go to Rayburn.
Really?
I mean, and I got a couple buddies that fish tournaments, and they're probably mad at me for saying that if they're listening to that. But I mean, Rayburn's hot right now.
Yeah,
Rayburn's real hot.
Texas Parks and Wildlife has done as good as anybody with managing fisheries, and man, I mean, you don't get better than what Texas has. And we talk about this. We used to go out there hunting, and if you want to kill it or catch it, Texas, you can do it in Texas.
You can do it in Texas, yeah, yeah.
It's just, I mean, big bass, animals that I don't even know what they are.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. The whole exotic side of things, man. That stuff is crazy, and I always tell people here. So, here I'm not for it, but you can drive down the road and it ain't nothing to see a high fence.
Yeah.
And when I got to Alabama, I show up whenever I was playing for West Alabama that semester, I show up at Christmas. Only person I know is the assistant coach. I played for him in summer ball. I don't know any of these guys. And the first thing, I show up at Christmas, meet the coach, go meet my roommate, and he's like, hey, we're going to go to a buddy's house on the team. You can meet everybody. First thing most of them say is like, oh, you're from Texas, you shoot them cage deer. And it's not all like that, but the exotic thing around here, it's blowing up, man. There's so much of it. And like you said, you can shoot anything. I mean, there's tigers, there's zebras right down the street from my house.
Did you ever get that big deer you were chasing? You were sending me pictures last year.
Oh yeah, well Matt did. You talking about
Matt joined the Instagram live, by the way. Him and is it P? Is that what you call him? Sterling?
Oh yeah, old stir fry.
Stir fry, yeah, they've been talking back and forth. I can't keep up with them, or is Matt and stir fry and somebody? I don't know. They're talking about your oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Yeah, Matt got that picture from the taxidermist today.
Sweet.
That's in the middle of Houston.
So y'all got deer hunts too?
Oh, I probably shouldn't say that.
Are you good? You got lucky.
Nope.
You froze up when you said what you said.
Yeah, can you hear me?
You're gold.
Y'all got deer too?
Yeah.
No, we do not got deer. We all hunt deer, but no, the deer, we just kind of keep that to ourselves.
Yeah.
We have never gotten that in that part of the things, but we got plenty of it.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's a big deer.
What did it score, Gandy?
Oh man. Yeah, so Stacy, have I told you that story?
No.
So that deer, we were chasing it so Matt got a picture of it, and we were chasing that thing or looking for it. We put cameras. So just so you know, it's in the middle of Houston. I'm talking middle of Houston, like right behind Taco Bell. And Matt is he's the permission guy. He's gonna put his time in on Google Maps, and that boy gets some permission. Well, I don't know if y'all watch what's his name, the Urban Hunter, Seek One.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah. So we've been watching that guy. Well, anyway, we got a few permissions on a little to put cameras out, and Matt was like, "Man, there's this massive deer around here." My wife showed me a picture of him, yada yada yada, when they were running or something, and sure enough, we put a camera out, and like within the first week, we got a picture of him. And I mean, he was just massive, and that was the year before that. Fast forward, we had been chasing him on, getting permission on like 8 acres, 9 acres, 6 acres, 4 acres, behind these neighborhoods. And it all worked. One day I was hunting at duck camp, And Matt texted me. He goes, he's here. And I started shaking, and I was 400 miles north. And then he texted me, smoked him, and sends me a blood trail, and the blood trail is going right next to a pool. And then now the pool, it was an abandoned property. The like the house had been leveled, and it was just an old abandoned pool. But it's pretty funny. If I can get that video from Matt, I'll send it to you. But we checked with multiple game wardens before we did all this. And fun fact, in Texas, you can't, unless it's 10 acres or more. That's you can't hunt on anything less. And so this was like an 11-acre tract, or a little over 10. We checked with one game warden, checked with the sheriff, brought another game warden in. They were like, "Yeah, you're good, man." And he died 30 acres on our side of the property. And Matt's gonna hate me, but I think he scored 178, 177.
Yeah.
Just an absolute giant.
That's awesome.
My college roommate was from Georgia, and he always talked about, he had some buddies that done that up in Atlanta, the Tri-County area around Atlanta. He was like, dude, they're killing 150s and 160s just like it's easy. He's like, they live on like you can find him. He can't go anywhere.
That's crazy.
So that's
yeah. And this deer was smart though, man. Like he was smart. Like it took a year and a half on small acreage to get him to mess up. Like if there was anything out of place, like if the trucks was parked somewhere else, like he wouldn't show. And we had a picture of him, I think 7 miles down the same creek.
7.
Like that deer was covering some ground.
Jeez.
So that's why I like ducks.
Yeah.
Like if
I
one
think
of
it
them
was like
don't work, there's another
6.8 miles away.
Golly. That's why I like ducks. If one of them don't work, there's another flock coming. Like it's okay with that deer, man. You mess up, you may mess up the whole year with one day.
One day, yeah.
Oh yeah. But y'all need to come down to North Texas, and we can go sit on a wheat field, and you can watch 100 deer in the evening.
That's insane.
That is.
And 16,000 pigs.
Well, what about turkeys? Do y'all got turkeys too?
No, but I have been bit by the turkey bug the last 3 years. And so the last 2 years, man, we have really, me and another guy, Tyler, we have been chasing. We think we know what we're doing, but we have no clue. We've been getting our butts whooped. But man, I got my first one this year by myself. And Telford got his first this year, and that is some fun when they do it, man. When they're firing up in those woods and they're coming at you, that I didn't know it was that fun. That is fun.
Well, if you spend one full season in Alabama, you can go back over there to Texas where you are, and you can kill every turkey you hear.
Man. So when I lived in Livingston, all I did
you were in turkey country over there, man.
Yeah, and that was before I was ate up with it. Because you go sit in South Texas and your feeder's got 30 turkeys at it. Like it wasn't like it didn't fire me up. And when I was playing baseball there, I remember opening day of turkey season, it's like everything shut down. The Carl's Jr. across from my house shut down. Like it was go time. Like our coach was like, "No, we don't got weights this morning." I'm like, "For turkey season?" But
everybody takes off first day of turkey season.
The only thing in Alabama that may be bigger is the opening day of deer season.
Yeah,
Yeah, and now a lot of my teammates from West Alabama, from that team, they come down every year, and man, they love Texas because those Rios, I guess, down here are dumb according to them.
Yeah. It's a lot easier.
Man, Texas is y'all are, and y'all don't realize. Well, you might because you've been everywhere, but dude, y'all have got it made in Texas. Like it is an awesome place to just go hunt.
Yeah, man. There's a lot you can do, and you can do a lot of it all year round if you wanted to.
Yeah. Well, tell me about you. You said you're building another lodge, but you have 2 other lodges. Tell me about that. How many does it accommodate?
Yeah. So our farmer that has the majority of the land that we lease, he has an extra house, that his family used to stay in, and it's kind of renovated. He actually was grew up in it, but they kind of renovate it. But it's right in the middle of all the stuff we hunt, and you know, a lot of the guides that help us, they stay there, and then right across the wheat field, when we're not using it, it's the same farmers. He uses that Airbnb, but we have it during hunting season, and it sleeps 12, and it's, you know, it's right smack dab in the wheat field. You're going to be hunting if you come with us. So on a good year, you might just go out the back porch, and that's where we're hunting.
And that's awesome. When I've been out there, you might have to drive like 2 hours one direction because that's where they found the birds. So
yeah, and it's cool because like
cool.
Literally where we are, it's straight wheat fields, but literally the back of our property is bordered by the Wagner Ranch, and that's the biggest ranch in Texas under one fence, or that's the biggest ranch in the United States under one fence. Mm-hmm. And literally after our wheat field, it drops like a sheer 400 foot and turns straight to canyons. And that's the Wagner Ranch. I think it's like 650,000 acres, something crazy.
That is nuts. That's man, it's so cool out there though too. You're talking about canyons. You're driving, it's just flat field. You look like you might be in Kansas, and all of a sudden it looks like the Badlands. Like,
yeah, exactly. It looks like Mars.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know I keep saying it, but I just want everybody to realize, like, if you haven't seen it, go out there and see it.
Yeah, there's a place we call the Breaks, and it's literally a sheer cliff right at the corner of our property, and that's where we take a lot of our pictures. Mm-hmm. And you know, people will see these pictures, and whenever they're booking hunts or you know see it and just talking to us, they're like, "Man, so y'all kill mallards and pintails and widgeon in those canyons?" And I'm like, "Well, if I turn the camera around, it's about as wheat fields as far as you can see." Yeah. But yeah, like you said, it's crazy country, and then there's a bunch of aoudad running around too, and they're not in a high fence. You know, there's a established aoudad population, and you can hunt those all year round.
Really?
Yeah, because they're exotic.
Wow. Do y'all have any plies and stuff for y'all hunt, or you just have to wait on sheet water if you're getting water?
Oh, you talking about duck hunt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so this year we're installing blinds in the property that we bought.
Uh-huh.
There's a couple like sloughs that we also hunt, and they'll have blinds on them. But yeah, for the most part, man, it's just a flat wheat field. Gotcha. If it's in on a fence line or tall wheat, you know, we'll throw some ground blinds in there, some layout blinds. But other than that, if it's not sloppy muddy, we're gonna try to get up under the socks.
Gotcha. Y'all are man, I don't like y'all either because when you need to brush stuff in, you just go get tumbleweed and you've got instant brush. Oh,
yeah, those tumbleweeds for an A-frame, that's what I like doing. I just like piling a bunch of tumbleweeds and being done with it.
Yeah. No, they will poke you. You'll take a little.
And if you can find late season, if you can find a loaf pond with all them little geese, and you just throw an A-frame and a bunch of buddies, and you know pack a lunch or something, you can have a fun day. You just throw a bunch of tumbleweeds on an A-frame in a cattle tank about the size of 3 trucks, and when you got about 2,000 coming to that cattle tank, it's a lot of fun.
And it's so cool. You know, you're not calling them from 5 miles. You're just calling them to your side of the pond. You know, and those things that's cool. That's fun to see.
Yeah, and those loaf ponds, you know, they're coming.
Oh yeah. Well, there is no water. Like it's not like there's water everywhere. If you got water, you got birds out there.
Yeah. If y'all are hunting specs where y'all are hunting what, rice fields pretty much 90% of the time, or fields?
Yeah, rice is king. You know, we tend to have success on our rice, but you know, we shoot them in bean fields too. They do later. You know, I guess Arkansas incorporated the early season. I don't know how many years ago. They do get smarter faster for whatever reason. I can't answer that. I don't know. They tend to get smarter. So around ditches and things like that later in the year, it's a little harder. But we still, on our farm where we hunt, we have a lot of success with the specs. And we scout them, and you know, if they're hitting on another farm past us, we're getting under their flight patterns. I mean, we're scouting properties around us. Because where we are, you know, we can run traffic. So we're trying to get under them. So if we don't have any ducks, we're definitely hunting specs. But to hear you talk about how good it is out there and how easy it is, You come hunt with us, man, you're gonna have to have your work boots on, your waders, work gloves, and it's nothing that easy.
Oh yeah.
When they do it right out there with us, it's pretty fun. They'll get really, really close. So it's a lot of fun. But man, it just seems like as the older I get, Gandy, the harder it is on me. I'm telling you, man, that gumbo mud is no joke. I'm ready for a break.
Oh, that gumbo mud, man. I got buddies that invite me to go conservation hunt in the Delta every year.
I'm out on that.
And I don't know what it is. No. So this is why, like, and so I'll just tell you, like, if we got a bunch of geese pinned with southern wing, Gandy's probably gonna be scouting, like, because I PTSD from those snow geese in the Delta.
Yeah.
And man, I don't even know how many we put out, but I've gone 3 years in a row. I haven't gone in 2 years, but I've gone for conservation season 3 years in a row, and we've shot 2 birds in 3 years.
Yeah.
And we put out, like, I'm talking, this whole field is full of socks and that mud, and we'd hunt from the sun up to sundown, and they just be landing in the field next to us. And then I leave, and they tear their butt up the rest of the season, like 100 bird days after 100 bird days. But 3 years in a row, I come and get my teeth kicked in. So like I've had it like that, like you said, that gumbo mud, that ain't nothing to play with.
It's nothing to play with, isn't it? You know, we have not hunted our place conservation season.
I'm out. I'm so done. By the time January 31st gets there, I'm done. I'm like, I'm done. There's fish floating around. I can catch on scope. Let me go catch me a spotted bass and forget about the last 2 months for a little while.
But you know, we hunt a very small group of us. We don't outfit or do nothing like that. So when we say a lot of work to do, it's typically a few of us doing that work. And by the time the end season gets here, we're just done.
Right.
You know, so it's a lot of work. We have a lot of land that we hunt that we worked hard to get. And it's, you know, over the years, I killed my first, I don't know when my first duck in Arkansas was, but my first one I could mount was in 2002 in Brinkley. And we're just not far from Brinkley now. So, you know, I've been killing ducks there for a very long time. So 23 years. So what we have now, it's just been over time, you know, working, talking to landowners and farmers and getting in with them. Now we have to do a lot of the work ourselves. We're on tractors and we're stopping up pipes, turning wells on. We do the whole 9 yards. So it's a lot of work on us. And we actually start in October. We don't turn our wells on until after the November 1st. So, you know, it don't typically, especially this year, you know, with all the rain, it won't take us that long to get everything stopped up this year. But, you know, if there's a pipe that needs to be replaced, we're doing it. You know, it's a lot.
I do not envy everybody that thinks.
Yeah, are y'all running diesel? Are y'all running diesel pumps? The reason why I'm asking is we just got our wells dug, and we're trying to get our pump situation figured out.
Man, I don't know. You know, all of ours are electric, and if I had the choice, it would definitely be electric well. There's multiple reasons why I like an electric well. One, it's quiet. If I want to run a poly pipe down to where we're hunting and we can keep the water open, I can do it. There's just so many different benefits that I like electric better. With diesel, it seems like when we did run diesel,
got to prime it.
Oh my gosh, it's something all the time, man. And that electric, we get the power company, turn it on, go out there, cap one off, get the water directly where we want it, flip the switch, and it's done.
Yeah, that's what everyone keeps telling us.
It's a big investment, but it's the right investment.
Right, correct. Yep.
Yeah, and in the grand scheme, compared to how much diesel you're going to burn in 24 hours to electricity, so you'll pay for that electric pump in a couple years.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, maybe less when you're running client.
Yeah, you're right. But no, I do not envy you guys that guide one bit. Like, it seems, to the outside looking in, it seems like, oh, dude, that'd be the perfect life. But you guys, for 4 months, 5 months out of the year, you don't get a day off.
Like, no. Those guys, like, the last 2 years, you know, we've been blessed. You know, we got people up there. But yeah, man, and those guys that still do it to this day, that are not just, the young go-getters like those guys my age and y'all's age that are still out there running them outfits in the field. Like, my hat's off to them, because they are, like you said, that it's a grind. Because I love killing birds just like anyone else, but January 31st, I'd be lying when that sun goes down if I'm not like, okay, heck yeah. All right, we're
I
done.
just need I wish I could just get a break.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I mean, if we go hunt Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, like I'm driving home Monday, and man, I need more than my 3 or 4 days of rest before I go back. Like,
we've had opportunities where we've killed them Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then everybody leaves Sunday afternoon. But me and Kendall's done so much work, we're like, we'll just drive home tomorrow. We just sleep in.
Knowing there's birds there Monday morning, it's like we've killed them. We're good. Just sleep.
Yeah,
it works on us.
Yep.
But
no, same with us. But man, y'all got to get down. If it's not this year, next year, or come down deer season, whatever.
Yeah, we definitely will. Likewise, we've been talking about it for several years. So eventually, we gotta do it. But
yeah,
you know how it is,
going.
man. We, running a company and trying to do everything, kill birds, with camera guys and things like that. It's like a never ending job. And you guys running guided hunts. We hardly ever, during the middle of the season, you and I don't get to talk very much because we're both so busy, but we got to make it a point to get over there.
Right.
Point to come with us.
Yeah, we will. Are y'all selling them right now? They're pretty busy.
It's slow right now. We been gearing up for just these trade shows we have. So we have Delta. We have Birmingham World Deer Expo coming up middle of next month. Then we have 2 weeks after that, we go to Oklahoma to Delta Waterfowl Expo. The very next weekend, we'll be in Memphis for the Ducks Unlimited Expo. And then we got a couple weeks, and we always do the one in our back door down here in Montgomery, the Buckmaster Expo. We have a local following, and we try to serve those guys down there at that show. So between Birmingham and Montgomery, that's kind of like our local crowd. And so we're there for those guys, and they always show up. They turn out for us. So we're
good.
Yeah. And man, there's so many duck hunters from the state of Alabama. People just don't realize. And there's some good callers. There's some killers too, man. There's guys that leave this state when duck season comes in Arkansas, and they don't come back till it's over. And
no, man, we got I'd say 3 or 4 3 groups that they're 4 years in, and they're all, for the most part, a lot of them are linemen from Alabama, and there's some killers, man.
Yeah,
they're coming, like we could just turn them loose, or that's more of just a buddy hunt for us. Like we all actually, there's a group from Auburn, and the other 2 guys are meeting them at the Gold Nugget in Lake Charles tonight. we've developed a good friendship with them. Yeah, they're meeting them down there tonight. But yeah, anytime we get, say it again.
I want to say some guy came by the Buckmaster Expo. Did I text you last year about some guy that came by and said he knew you?
Yeah, I can't remember who you said it was though.
I can't remember, but I think that's one of those. That guy that came by was a young guy, and I think he was around the Auburn or Montgomery area. But he said that he hunts with y'all. So
yeah, probably. There's Alabama, Mississippi. We got a good group of returning hunters. Like I said, 3-4 groups that come every year.
That's awesome.
And it's always like a weight off our shoulders, because whenever you're running hunts, you got your people that have never hunted before, or this is their only hunt of the year, and then sometimes it's refreshing to, you're just buddy hunting. Like everyone's out there, knows what they're doing, and it's a good time. And all those boys from Alabama, Mississippi, we always have a good time. They're always asking about them turkeys too.
Man, that's
especially ones from Auburn.
Yeah.
Some of us knew where to go to school, and some of us, you can't help it. I know.
Yeah. But no, there's a lot of good callers in the state, man, and some diehard duck hunters, and so they turn up on those shows. So that's where we'll be. Sales have been we've been flying under the radar, haven't been really pushing our calls, which is crazy to think, but we've been working really hard to develop new products that we feel are going to be They're really, really good, and it's taken a lot of time.
Good.
Yeah, yeah. We're trying to. It's hard to be different or unique in this flooded market of waterfowl calls. But
Yeah.
over the last 3 years, and really getting into these expos and shows, and allowing us the opportunity to really meet our customers and talk to them about what they like, it kind of opened my eyes up to doing some things differently on some styles of calls that we offer. And so I really just took one idea this year and have really been applying myself to get it dialed in right. Because I can't, if it's not right, we can't do it. So,
Right.
and no, but it's very close. I hope Monday, first of next week, we have our finished product on that, and we'll take it to the market. You'll definitely have one in your hand for sure. It's going to be really cool if I can make this work. So.
Oh yeah. No, I got faith. And I do got a question. Do y'all like them gator waders?
Yes.
Yes.
Man, so they're from like my backyard.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that a while back.
Yeah, they're from like an hour up the road, and a lot of people use them. A lot of people I know the guys that run it, and but I've never used them. They always look really comfortable, and man, you might have to edit it out. I know we're on live, but we were sponsored by Canvasback, and I don't know if they just aren't selling them anymore because we kind of quit talking to them. They sent us sent us a new pair every year until about a year and a half ago. But we love Canvasback. It's those full body waders.
Yeah.
But we've been kind of, like I said, we just I think they went out of business, honestly. But yeah, we've been looking at other stuff. I have a pair of sickle waders and love them, but I ain't sponsored or anything by them. I'm not trying to get sponsored, but like I said, those gator waders, they look super comfortable. They look like hot. Are they?
They look you.
Or do they have different kinds?
Yes, they have a insulated and an uninsulated version. So we wear the insulated version just because I don't like to wear a lot of clothes up under them. But they have an uninsulated version also that's got the zip up front and everything.
I will say the insulated versions do get they do get warm. Hot. Yeah. They do have the uninsulated. We haven't ran those just because, man, when I tell you this guy can mess up anything, he'll tear up everything. I can't tell you his nickname on here because we're live and all, but he has a nickname. He can just mess everything up.
Yeah.
So we're hard on our stuff, and those insulated waders just seem to hold up very well. So it's kind of hard to swap. If we want like uninsulated stuff, we do wear those hip boots, like for doing work and stuff. We'll throw those on. They have those hip boots.
Right.
That's what we.
And if it's not super cold, if you're in that sheet water, those hip boots wouldn't be god awful. Like that would be.
Well, the only problem,
they've got a pant wader that's out now too.
Yeah, they will have an uninsulated pant wader, and that's what I'd be most excited about. I mean, just because I get doing a lot of work, I get so hot, and so yeah, I'm excited about those pant waders.
But to me, it's more about their price point.
So they have. Are you saying they have hip boots? Gator waders has hip boots.
So they have slide on traditional, like you run your belt through the hip boots. You know what I'm saying? That has,
okay.
So your butt wouldn't be covered. But now they have where they're coming out with an uninsulated waist wader, like I think back in the day, or
Drake made way back in the day.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
so they got the straps on them, and they just come up to your butt.
Yeah.
Your hips, and so but those are uninsulated, and from my knowledge, they're coming out with like a layering system to go with the uninsulated waders. So that's pretty cool. They have chest waders that are uninsulated. So they offer, like Kendall said, insulated and uninsulated waders there. So, but for us, it's good. We were using them before. I guess we got connected and partnered up with Gator Waders. We were using them before that, and so it just made sense, right? At the time to partner up with them. And they've been nothing but good to us and customer service. And, it's almost like once you work with somebody for so long, it's just become good friends and things like that. So,
yeah.
They made a point that, that's my thing is you can go spend $1,200 on waders, or you can spend $150 on waders that aren't going to be any good. They fall in the middle, and it's just a good product for what it costs.
Yeah.
That's
No, and that is one thing, my beautiful wife got me a pair of sickle waders when we first started, when we were about to get married. So that was like 5 years ago is when she got them, I think, and they just now broke. But yeah, they were a lot of money. But if that's one thing I've seen in the wader world, like the ones that are kind of expensive, but people say they hold up.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
make
it's,
a great.
it's a give or take thing. Because before that, in high school and stuff, I was buying a new pair of waders every year.
oh
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Sitka, Shin, all these guys. There's several good wader makers out there. What I like about Gator waders, they offer other things too. Camp boots, the Omega boots, like rubber boots. You like to bow hunt. They have that. They have casual wear,
Right.
insulated jackets, uninsulated stuff. They have a whole. You can just get on our website and you just go through and you can. I mean, the jackets when it starts getting fall, I wear them out. Like we're going to dinner or hanging out with
Yeah,
boys, I'll wear it out and it's cool. So, they have stuff like that too that I like. But these other companies do too, and they make great waders as well. It's really, to be honest with you, I don't think there's three brands that Sitka, Gator Waders, and Shin now that's come aboard, into the get wader game. They all make great products. I've looked at them. I've held them. It's just we had that partnership from the beginning.
for
Um,
sure.
and that made sense for us to do that. So not knocking anybody and their waiters and nothing. They all make great products, but that's just that's what we use. That's why we use them. We're hard on our stuff and they hold up for us and that's who we represent. So
Yeah, are y'all hunting a lot of timber? Y'all got timber on your properties that you're hunting, or is it
yeah,
all fields?
yeah, it's mostly ag ground. We had some river ground that we recently lost, which I was probably the saddest day that I can remember in a long time. But we lost that, and then we do have another timber spot on our property, and it had been
that's
developed, but it just needs more work.
it's
And
a it's a never ending project
yeah,
that never seems to end.
yeah.
That we can never
We
get
finally
to.
got to the point where we looked at this and it'll hold birds and it holds the right birds, them big green headed birds. It holds them.
That's what I like.
Yeah, but let me tell you, it's at a point where you look at the dollar amount and the amount of birds we're gonna kill out of it, and you're scratching your head thinking, I don't know if we need to do this,
Yeah, it's great for them guests that don't spend any money.
Yeah, yeah, we're losing water and we don't know how we're losing water. We can't find it, and we're going through this over and over. And the damn beavers are driving me insane.
Yeah,
And between the beavers, we're losing water. I can't find it. The levee wasn't built right. It's not water's not falling the right way. You got to have a massive rain plus the pump running for 2 weeks solid or more. And then half of that's going to drain out by the time the birds get back in it. Then you got to pump it again. Now, can you kill them in there? Oh, yeah, you can. If you can afford to go in there and get it right. And that's where
yeah,
we're battling that right now.
It's kind
yeah.
of like
I was asking because I was trying to get at what are you blowing in the timber and what are you blowing in the field? What's on
Yeah.
y'all's lanyard?
So
What are you grabbing?
we do hunt timber. I got a friend that hunts up on the St. Francis, so we'll go up there a little bit. And then where our camp is a lot of public ground. So we still have the opportunity to run that. And there's spots there that we can go in there and kill them. But it has to be right. These guys are running because that's the only place they got. They're going to go there every day. Well, we can sit there and say, we need to go over there and fight that battle because if we can get in there, we're going to kill them. If we're in there, I like running my hybrid. He's going to run a cut down in there, our new step board cut down. He's going to run that, and the other guys are running. They're running a cut down. So if we're in the woods, I'm still running a hybrid for the most part. They're running cut downs. When we get in the field, he still likes the GPS running our ag ground, our rice fields. He's running a GPS, and I have his tuned where it's real raspy. So he likes that. In the fields, I'm gonna run MP9 for the most part.
yeah. So and with the MP9 and the GPS,
Yep, I like that MP9 just because I can blow it.
Yeah.
You get two different sounds if you've got two guys calling with the GPS and then a MP9. It's kind of two different sounds, so it doesn't sound just.
When I'm hunting in an ag field, whether it be in a pit or a sled blind, that plays a part too because, well, we're not gonna make this too long of a story, but I want a call that I can hit them at a distance. But what I'm looking for most and makes that call versatile is how I can transition that call. Because I don't have to see the bird. If we're hunting out of a pit, I have a better opportunity to see them more so. If we're hunting out of a sled and they swing down on his end, I'm watching him or listening to him, to the sounds he makes, to what they're doing. So I can transition, if I'm he starts hitting them hard, well, I can just hit them. I can transition really quick with that MP9. So, and that's a very versatile call. Our hybrid is just dirty, raunchy duck with nasally feeds. And if that's the sound they want that day, I'll pick it up and run it. But that MP9 is just very versatile, and I can transition with it easy. So
yeah, and I'm a firm believer when we're hunting, a big duck feed in the middle of those wheat fields, and you got a bunch of killers with you that know what they're doing. Like, I'm all for, like, if you got a call and you know what you're doing, rip it. You know. Oh, I think I might have lost you. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, it's man, there some days. I mean, we've had days where, about Stacy, you call like that's good. Like they don't even, and Stacy calls just a touch, and they're doing it. They don't want to hear it. And some days it's like anybody in this blind that can blow a call, get it, because it's taking that to break them. You never know from day to day what you're getting in Arkansas, because of pressure.
Right. No, for sure. That's the same thing in East Texas. Like it's different in East Texas. It's more timbery, I guess. But for, like you said, mostly widgeon. But in those fields, when they're doing it, man, they're dumb. They'll make you look real good.
We didn't have a whole lot of people hunting around us in the years past, and that helped us a lot. Well, this past year, what you have in Arkansas a lot of now is guys, and I'm not going to say any names, but these guys will roll in, get with these large farmers that's farming a lot of ground, and the farmers don't want to deal with all the hunters. If they do, they want one person to lease all their ground, and that comes at a big price. Other than that, they'll find one guy to go in, and this guy's subleasing every field this farmer has, and they're making tons of money. Well, I'm not knocking that. I guess if I had the opportunity, maybe I'd try to do the same thing. Money's money. But at the same time, what has happened is these guys have subleased land all around us, and that really affected our numbers this year. But as the season went on, we kind of figured out what to do to try to get back under these flight patterns of birds. But it took us all year.
Yeah,
that makes it tough. That's a lot of reason I don't. Around here in the Houston area is really good during teal season. Really good, but I mean, big duck season, I don't even mess with it anymore because south around the coast, man, it's same thing. You got one big landowner and you got one guy that's leasing out 19 parts of his thing, and it's just you just flybys, and there's mosquitoes trying to carry you off, water moccasins, alligators, and mud, and I'd rather hunt in my Nikes and my sweats in a dry field up north.
Oh yeah, right. I'm out on those water moccasins. That's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
Me and snakes don't get along.
Mm-hmm. We got a bunch of them down at our place too, boy.
Yeah, that's why I'm not over there right now. Snakes. I'll wait till it cools off enough so maybe they're not really excited about getting me anymore.
So
a
bunch of them.
Well, man, it's getting late, dude, and we appreciate it you jumping on here, man. And again, tell everybody where they can find y'all one more time before we jump off here.
Yeah, you can find us on southernwingshooters.com, our Instagram, Southern Wing Shooters, Facebook, any of those, shoot us a message on any of those and we'll get you booked. Like I said, and even if we're full some weekends, if you don't have a huge group, we can work you in. We also just picked up a whole lot of land in another camp. I don't know why I didn't mention that. I forgot about it. Picked it up this year. Full camp on that. That's about an hour north of Season. And we'll be running hunts out of there as well. So, yeah, that's where you can find us. And that's about it, brother.
Man, thank you, Gandy. We appreciate you. Look forward to getting out there with you. Thank you for supporting Allegiant calls, running the calls. We just appreciate y'all. And Guys, be sure to check out Gandy and Southern Wing Shooters. I promise you, you'll have a great time out there. And sounds like you're going to kill a lot of birds. So
Cool, man.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Yeah, man. See you, buddy.
see you, Gandy.
Later.